we will keep it to introductory lecture, and then we'll go into the detail of the subject with further classes. Uh, so before starting the introduction, let me give you a brief intro of mine. So I am Dr. Shivraman, and I joined here on December 2019. Uh, then after that, before that, I was teaching in KIIT University Bhubaneswar, and I did my PhD and masters from IIT Roorkee. My area of research is uh, welding-based additive manufacturing techniques, uh, machine learning in welding and additive manufacturing. And apart from that, I am interested in welding automation also. So a few of you might know me because I have an introduction with a few students in probably uh, in 2019 in basic mechanical engineering uh, and workshop, and I also took one lecture related to welding for some lab. I am not sure about that lab. I think manufacturing lab was there. Mm. So So I'm familiar with few names like Amarnath Biswal is there, and mm, then let me scroll it down. Uh, I think Pranav Pillai also, then Rakshit Bharadwaj, then we have Sitaram Pawar, I know very well. Sudhanshu Shekhar Tripathi, Shoaib Sitaram. I think for Sitaram, I have taught basic mechanical engineering. Sitaram, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. And for Shoaib, I think we have interacted during workshop.
Yes, sir. In first year workshop.
And what about Sudhanshu? I think same workshop only, I think. Mm. Then also this Sharan Sashi Kumar. We had an interaction, Sharan. I'm not sure when, but we had a interaction. I can, from your display
Yeah.
picture, I can understand.
Yes, sir, we did.
Yeah, yeah. Regarding welding or something like that.
No, sir. In Toto, you took one intro class of welding in kinematics and dynamics lab with Srikant sir.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I got it. So apart from that, there might be few students from workshop and also from basic mechanical engineering in this batch. So it will be a we'll try to keep it interactive session. Uh, let's see how in future we'll go through the classes, because anyhow it is online. So we were expecting you for offline classes, but again some new variant came. So that is the scenario. So Shoaib, you are in Badrabad or you are in campus?
No, sir. I'm at home, man. I
Uh,
don't.
anyone in campus or planning to come to campus?
Very few students are planning, sir.
Okay,
Some
okay, okay,
students are planning to come to college.
okay. So okay, yeah. So let me start the lecture. Let me start the recording. So Kalyan, you create one Google Drive folder where I will upload all the lectures. Although we have a Google Drive link for previous semester, but I will share that one in the end. Uh, yeah, Akhil, your camera is on, I think. So yeah, so in previous year I took this subject, so I have lecture for that year also. But I would suggest you to create your fresh link so that we will upload the things there. We can have a separate for this batch. Okay. So Kalyan, you can create that Google Drive. Okay.
Yes, sir. I will do it.
And yes. So let me share my slide. Okay. So I think my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yeah. Can you see this tab?
Yes, sir.
So do you have any idea about this? Anyone? Anyone having idea of Boston Dynamics?
Sir, they are experimenting with the means fitness robots. Like they are doing aerobics stunts.
Yeah. And I know everybody knows this SpaceX. So uh, I think everybody knows SpaceX because you might because it's owned by Elon Musk, and so he's a very good among the top entrepreneurs and a good promoter also. So, so in this subject basically deals with the mechatronic system. As you know, developing a robot needs different knowledge from different stream, not only from mechanical, it includes electrical, electronics, biomechanical, various aspects. So likewise, so from this, it is much clear that nowadays people are moving towards interdisciplinary system. So among this interdisciplinary subject, we have this your mechatronics. So it's a combination of mechanical plus electronics, but with due course of time, it has been upgraded to different system. It is not restricted to electronics or mechanical. Combination of different streams and different uh, areas are came into picture. Okay, so today our introduction will be restricted to this what is this mechatronics is all about. Okay, so so before going into the detail of the subject, so I will give you a brief uh, idea of course structure. So you guys might be having this course syllabus with you, but I don't think most of you go through that syllabus. But let me give you a brief introduction. So first we will be having an introduction, so which will be covering overview of course, examination pattern, history of mechatronics, and needs and benefits of mechatronics. Then we will cover the component of mechatronic system, which include first is actuator. So we will cover different type of actuators. Okay, electrical, hydraulic, pneumatic. So we will go into this detail one by one as our lecture progresses. Then we have basic system models. Okay, so we will basically deal with electrical, fluid, and thermal system for our current understanding of the subject. Then we will be covering some dynamic response system, then signal conditioning and digital electronics to give you an idea about the electronics component. So then some controllers will be there, PIDs, discrete controller, open loop, closed loop controller. Then finally PLC programming will be there, type with an introduction to PLC, then ladder programming. Then there will be few case study of typical or conventional mechatronic systems like pick and place robot, barcode scanners, engine management system, washing machine. And in last, we will cover Industrial 4.0 concept, which include Internet of Things, cloud computing, machine learning, and digital twin. But it will be a basic introduction, a very basic introduction to this. Okay. So the books we will be following Bolton book. Apart from that, there is Mahalik book is there. Okay, and uh, and there are few other books are there. So I will upload that soft copies in the Google Drive. Okay, you can also go through this NPTEL course to understand this subject. Okay, uh, coming to the examination pattern, we have, like all other subject, we will divide it into two parts, like 60-40. 60 is for internal, 40 is for external, that is end exam. In internal, we will be considering mid, minor. So two minors will be there. Apart from that, assignment will be given when it is needed. Actually, I don't believe in giving assignment like writing or some writing some sheets or anything. So we'll in last semester I haven't given any assignment related to this subject, but this time I am planning to give some assignment related to mechatronics system, which will be finally uh, a preparation of report, and that is at the end of the course once you will get familiar with all these things, because it will be including some uh, uh, it will include the knowledge of all these components or syllabus. Then finally I will give you assignment. So each student will be given a single problem, so he or she have to go through that problem. Okay, so in final I will give you, final in the sense at the end of the course. So if you have any question you can ask. So the prerequisite for this subject is this basic electronic engineering. I think you have covered the subject during your first year. Okay, so if you have any question you can ask, please. Otherwise we can proceed. All right. So first of all, let me give you a brief introduction. So mechatronics is a synergic integration of mechanical engineering plus electronic engineering. But now with AI ML into a picture, we are considering intelligent computer control system into the picture. So it's an integration of mechanical plus electronic and intelligent computer control to develop basically a product or a process. So this diagram shows the diversity of mechatronic system. So mechatronics can be used in manufacturing, material processing, automotive industry, aerospace, medical, and mechatronics will comprises of all this stream, including mechanical system, electronic system, okay, and computers. Okay, so this term was first coined in 1969 by a company called Yashikawa, but uh, this term or this stream got this stream catch pace in and around in 90s 80s. Before that people are uh, not familiar with this technique or not familiar with this term, and they are not using this as much. But after 1980s, when this microprocessor and microcontroller came into market, so this was bifurcated as a totally different stream. So basically it deals with designing a physical system which can, yeah. Hmm, wait. BLE syllabus wasn't completed. Karthik.
Sir, actually, I meant like second sem, we due to the COVID, we came back to our
So
homes, no, sir.
anyhow, in this subject, you don't have that much depth. You will have a very basic of basic electronic engineering. Okay, so it it will be probably a revision because this subject is all about to give you a basic knowledge of what mechatronics, and it depend upon you that how you pursue this subject in near future. Okay, so
Okay,
that
sir.
won't be a issue. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Karthik. Ah, yeah. So, so, uh, uh, yeah. So basically it deals with designing a physical system, which can be a process or which can be a component where you integrate electronics system, computer system, and a mechanical system at the beginning of the design process. So, as per Dr. Kevin Gregg, he's one of the pioneer in this field. So he suggested that mechatronics should not be a specialty of mechanical engineering. A mechanical engineer should become a mechatronics engineer so that they can diversify their field, or they are not restricted to what you can say conventional mechanical systems. Okay, so in this regard, he has a dedicated website. Yeah, this one, where they are providing courses related to mechatronics, and they have some content also, so you can go through that. Okay, so more some content for this slide is also taken from this one. So so they are providing this mechatronics multidisciplinary innovation as a course on payment basis. Okay, so but there is no need to go through this to register for this course. You can learn from various open sources also. Okay, because they are charging very high. Uh, this is a history of mechatronic system. So as I told you that it was coined in 1969 by uh, T. Mori. Then in 1970, this Yashvaka applied this to make it as a registered brand, but it was not that popular. But after 1980s, uh, when this microprocessor and controller came into market, or automation became a need, so people this was identified as a separate stream. Okay, so in 80s we got this microprocessor, and after that in 1980s advanced computational techniques came into market, like artificial intelligence. So if you see here in 19 before 1900, you have a pure mechanical system. So a bit of automation was started with the invention of this motors. So mechanical system complied with the electrical drives, resulted in a slight automation. Then after further development with component like hydraulic system, relays, solenoids, uh, some other automated system like typewriter came into market. Then came transistor, thyristor. So with that, this automation was further enhanced, and it was utilized in the this aircraft or steam turbines. So you can see how this automatic control increased. And after that, in 55 digital computers, real-time software, microcomputer came into market. So further your automation enhanced, and also people started moving toward miniaturization. Initial the computers available initially in the markets are very big in size, but with miniaturization you can now you can have a computer on your palm. So in and around 1975 and 80s, you have this personal computers and microprocessor, microcontrollers, so which resulted in the mechanical system with sequential or digital continuous control. And at that time industrial robot came into market. So Yashikawa is one of the pioneers for industrial robots, but you have different uh, companies available in market for industrial robots. So Yashwaka is also one of them. Then finally, when you have this new actuators, PLC and all, so this stream was recognized as a separate micro mechatronics systems, which included integration of mechanics and mechanical background along with electronics hardware, softwares, and also some simultaneous tool for simulation. Okay, and with that, you computer integrated manufacturing, a component of mechanical engineering, also came into market. And from there onward, this stream considered to be a separate, and it resulted in very high and very sophisticated innovations. Okay, so if you consider the evaluation, so we have primary level, secondary level, ternary, and quaternary level. And this graph also showed that how this levels were achieved. So in primary level, we had an integration with electrical signaling plus mechanical system. It was a basic control like your relay switch. Then in secondary level, some integration with microelectronics happened, and you have cassette tape player is a prime example. Then in tertiary level, we incorporated microprocessor, microelectronics, so which resulted in electronic actuators, robots, and robotic arms. Okay, and now we are somewhere around here in quaternary levels, where we are integrating uh, 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 techniques like artificial neural network, fuzzy logic, machine learning, AI, ML, deep learning concept to which improve this mechatronics further. Okay, so what resulted in the development, or what why uh, mechatronics is needed? First is to see, for any invention or for any subject formulation, the driving factors is competition in market. Okay, product and money. So these are three driving factors which decide. So basically technology, economy, and demand decide the uh, 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 invention or any development of any stream. So first was varying market demand. So with increase in demands of automation system, automated system, or with increase in demand of the products in market, so conventional manufacturing techniques cannot be used to develop mass products. So people went for automation of their industries, so that a mass product can be developed. So in order for to automate, a knowledge of mechatronics is much more needed. Then better design and variety of products. So basically, if you see, you have mobile phones, and the mobile phones of different design, different varieties are available in the market, targeting the customers, uh, or targeting the category of customers. Some people like high-end mobile, some people manages with a medium range mobile. Then reliability and quality of the product. So with increase in production, basically we switched to mass production. It was required that the production should be reliable and should have a good quality product. So in order to incorporate that reliability and quality, we incorporated intelligent feedback system or sensor system, which can ensure the quality of the process. Okay, and finally increase in the process capability, as I told you, with integration of intelligent process control like artificial neural network. It resulted in enhancement of the process control. It improved the inspection quality, and finally increase the production capability. So basically your mechatronic system have five key elements. First is your information system, then you have mechanical system, then electrical, electronic, and computer system. So during the course we will go through this all component one by one. So in mechanical system we will be studying this actuators, sensors. Likewise in electrical system, so this in mechanical system we will be dealing with the uh, 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 actuator or sensor which are where there is a where there is mechanical forces are involved. So we will deal with such type of actuator like pneumatic or hydraulic. Likewise in electrical system, where electronic signals are involved, so we will cover that one. Okay, so one by one we will go through this schematic. We will in next class we will be going through the detail of this uh, schematic. Okay, uh, one by one we will cover all these five components. Okay, so the prime example of this mechatronic system is your uh, uh, nowadays this vehicles. I'm not talking about automated vehicles or self-driving cars. Nowadays a normal car come with various sensors. Okay, uh, you might know about this, but people are switching from this to self-driving car, which uses a mechanical system apart from that electronic system, and a knowledge of computer engineering also, especially deep learning aspects. So i I think you guys will be having this idea of uh, self-driving cars. Then we have this uh, steering board. Then we have this big dog. This is usually used to carry fuel supplies and ammunition in military. So it's a typical robot developed by Boston Dynamics. Uh, so it can carry 340 lb of load. It can run with a speed of 400 mile per hour. So it is a typical example of a mechatronic system which has actuator sensor and also a brief knowledge of biomechanics and mechanical systems. Okay. Then apart from that, you have uh, prosthetic legs or hands. Okay. And also nowadays you have this smart shoes which are microprocessor controlled to sense the terrain, and accordingly they will adjust their sole and comfort level based on this terrain. Let me show you a brief uh, yeah. So we have this Boston Dynamics. So this is the big dog I was talking about. So I think they are, yeah. Can you see this video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's a typical mechatronic system example developed by Boston Dynamics. So you can see it can carry load in different terrain. They are training it in their lab in Boston Dynamics, that is in MIT. Okay, so it is having some pneumatic base or hydraulic base system to move its leg and to carry the loads, with some sensor camera to sense the terrain. Okay, so this was a initial development by the Boston Dynamic people. You have this Atlas now, so they are considering it as a, a robot for other purposes, but the prime use is for military application. So this is a Atlas which is trained uh, to perform various tasks. So they are training it for a parkour. Few of you might know about this parkour, I think. So they are training it, so it is having a mechanical systems, motors, sensors, and in order to train it, they are using AI and ML approaches. Okay, so you can go through this Boston Dynamics websites and videos. Okay, in order to see how these things are progressing. And if you guys are into podcast and all, so you can go through the podcast of Lex Friedman is there. Anyone having idea about it? Yeah, I'm typing in the chat box. So you can go through his podcast also. He talks about the innovation, particularly in the field of robotics. Okay, Lex Friedman podcast. It is available in Spotify. So you can have a subscription on the basis of your student ID card, I think. So that's all for today's lecture. If you have any doubt, if you want to interact related to anything, the platform is open now. Anyone? If you have any question regarding the syllabus, you can ask. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Amarnath. So, Kalyan, can we end our class here? Or if anyone is having any doubt, they can ask. Or if anyone need to ask anything, they can ask. Yeah. Kalyan, are you here? No.
Sir,
Pawan?
will we use any simulation software?
See,
Sir,
Yeah, Pawan, tell me.
That's it, sir. Will we use any simulation softwares in computer?
Pawan,
Like any system?
in this subject right now, we are not going through any simulation subject, simulation software, but in you have this mechatronic lab in your fourth year. Okay, so there we will give you idea about Tinkercad is there, and we have automation studio and PLC programming. So that we will teach you in mechatronics lab once your subject knowledge will be, you will gain the subject knowledge, then it will be translated into the lab. So if at that point of time, if it is offline, then you can have we have some PLC boards, breadboards, Arduino here for the student, where they can perform the live testing. Okay, we have this facility here, but let's see, some other variant might not come. Okay. Thank you, Pawan. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Utkarsh, your camera is on, but everything is dark. Don't worry. Yeah, thank you, Ajay. So we can end our class here. Okay. So we have class on Wednesday, na? So we'll meet on Wednesday. Okay. Yeah. So thank you all. We'll meet on Wednesday. Bye. Take care.